As I approach the bus, I'm checking to see that it's sitting on a level plane and there's no major damage. I'll go to the back and open the engine bay. And I'll check the oil. Wipe it clean. And it is full. We'll go to the fuel door. Check the valve is in the vertical position and we've got sufficient fuel. Check the battery switch is in the on position and go to the driver's seat. We board the bus. We'll start by checking the insurance documents. Right up here. Flip to the appropriate page. And we'll first verify that the license plate numbers match 5803, and they do, and it's valid until December 31st. And the commercial vehicle safety inspection right here, the numbers match up, 2623, 2623. That's the right document for this bus, and it's valid until September 30th. Documents are good to go. This can go away. Turning on the bus, we'll select night run on the master control switch and press the start button. And I'll press both signal pedals on the floor at the same time, turning on test mode. Grab my PTI book right here, hammer from the emergency equipment box. And I'm ready for my walk around. As always, go from top to bottom and left to right, starting with the mirror mounted and secured, reflector is present, marker lights are all on, sign is on, no damage to the windshield, hypertension, good, bike rack, going properly, back up, and the lights, headlights, high beams are on, signals are working. Reflectors are present, bumper mounted and secure, license plate mounted and secure. Mirror is mounted and secure, the reflector is present. CNG decal is present. Bring us to the wheel. Hit the hammer for inflation. Tread depth is good. Sidewall is good, no cracks, no damage. No cracks, no damage to the rim. There's the valve stem. The lug nut torque indicators are all pointing in a circle. And there's no leaks or damage to the hub. Stepping back, all the marker lights are on, there's no damage to the body, glass all looks good, the lower body looks good. Reflectors are present, there's a little bit of damage here, which I'll mark on PTI. And it looks great, that's the back wheel. Inflation, hammer, that's good. Tread depth is good. Sidewall looks good, no cracks, no damage or bulges. Rim, no cracks, no damage. Lug nuts look good. Valve stems look good. And no leaks from the hub. Moving to the back of the bus. Top to bottom, left to right as always. The marker lights are all on. I don't see any damage to the body. Sign is on. Signals, brake lights, reverse lights are all good. License plate light is on. Bumper is secure. And there's no leaks on the ground. Coming around to the right side of the bus, first I'll look down at the signal lights while test mode is still on, and those are flashing. That's all good. I see some damage here. I'll note that on the PTI. And the back right wheel. Inflation, tread depth, sidewall looks good, rim looks good, lug nuts look good, and no leaks from the hub. Standing back and looking at the bodywork, that's all looks nice. No damage to the glass. Some more damage, which I'll note on the PTI. Reflectors are present. Front right wheel. Inflation, tread depth, sidewall, rim, lug nuts, and no leaks from the hub. Brings us to the inside of the bus. We'll do the interior lock. I'll make sure that the door switch is in the open position so all the bells work. And test them all down this side and across the back and up the front. Emergency exit is secure, the bells all work, fold the seats down, they're mounted and secure, stanchions and supports are mounted and secure, emergency exit, it's secure, panel secure, vent is open, for these. Mirror mounted and secure. Back door alarm works. And it brings us to the mobility aid securements here. This is the release handle for the red ones up here. This one like so, the ratchet's closed. And these are the seat belts, they're all functioning properly. Our accessible stop request button under the seat, that works. Emergency exits are secure. All stop requests work. Another mobility aid securement strap under here. Accessible stop request button and the last mobility aid securement strap. That's working. Our last two stop request buttons and our emergency equipment. Wheel chalk is there, and triangles, and our valid fire extinguisher. There's our mandatory equipment. First thing I do when I get in the driver's seat is test that all the controls work, both for safety and to make it comfortable. Front and back with the red button. Lumbar airbags are right there. This style does the whole seat, forward and back, and this one does the backrest. Seatbelt works and is on. On the left is the seat up and down. Pull for down, push for up, that works. Steering wheel goes back and forth, up and down, and the horn works. So the other controls in the driver's compartment, I like to go from back to front and top to bottom. Starting with the CNG system, we'll hit the test button and it beeps and lights up, so it's working. Next we get to the radio, I can see it's on. I'll do a radio check please. Loud and clear, that works. I can see the sign is on. Moving down, back door works. And we'll test all of the buttons here. Fan, driver's light, fare box light, 4 ways. Emergency door open, that works. That brings us to the defrost. I'll turn that on. While that kicks in, I can test the lights on the dash. Those work. There's the fan. I'll test with my hand and verify I feel air for the defrost, and I do. And turn that back off and test the windshield washer fluid and wipers. That all works. And that brings us to the ramp. Put the switch down, kneel the bus, and press down to deploy ramp. And that works. Okay, and moving on to the air brake check. First we'll verify to start we have a full tank of air, about 130 psi. I'll release the parking brake and fan down to 90. Like so. I'm at 90 psi, and I'll just verify the needles start to climb, indicating that the governor has loaded the compressor, and it does. So I'll continue to fan down, first turning the door master off, and I'll check that the low air warning lights come on at 60 psi or above, which they do. Okay, we're continuing to fan down until the parking brake dynamites, door master, high idle, and we'll verify that the air builds up from 60 to 90 psi within 3 minutes at a high idle. Warning lights have gone back off, and we have now reached 90 psi. It has been just over 1 minute, so that's a successful test. And finally, we'll let the air build all the way up to 130 and listen for the governor to unload the compressor. And the governor has unloaded the compressor with a full tank of air. Okay, now that we've verified that the air has built back up, we are going to do the leak test. So, I will turn off the engine, switch it back to night run on the master control, open the window so I can hear, release the parking brake, and make a full 100 psi brake application for 1 minute. I'm making sure that the pressure doesn't go down by more than 3 psi, and I'm listening for any leaks outside. Okay, now with a successful leak test, we can move on to the tug tests. So I will turn the engine back on and start by testing the parking brake. So in order to do that, I'll go into drive with the parking brake still on and give a little bit of throttle, and the parking brake is holding. So I'll turn the parking brake back off and test the interlock with the back door. So still in drive, back door open, apply some throttle, and the bus does not move. So that's a successful interlock test. I'll close the back door, parking brake off, and in drive, hover out of the seat and test the seat alarm. That works. And now the service brake test. Driving forward at 10 kilometers an hour, I'll let go of the wheel and press the brakes. The wheel does not turn, and with that, we have a successful pre-trip inspection. It's a good bus, so we just have to document it on the PTI and go for a drive.